Hello? Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. A very good evening. Tonight, we're going to be flying in the PMDG 737-800 aircraft. We're going to be departing out of Ontario here in California, heading east over to Albuquerque in New Mexico. Our planned altitude, flight level 350. About a 2-hour flight. We do have ATC coverage, and sure isn't that only brilliant? Right, you know. So you're very welcome aboard. If you'd like to fly with us, we're live on VATSIM, or maybe you'd like to fly on another network, or you want to fly with multiplayer. You won't see us, but we're there in spirit. Yes. Or you can also fly with Say Intentions. You know, it's a nice route, this one. So we'll have to see how it all happens. You see, we'll give it a go. Be grand. But anyway, flight plan is logged. We have a squawk code from ATC 1007. Right, come on, I've been waiting ages to get one of those. So, right, that's what's going to happen. How are y'all keeping? How was your day? Was it grand? You know, we did our Navigraph Academy earlier on, passed with flying colours. We now hold a virtual PPL, and but we did some planning for this flight tonight. So, looks like our forecasting earlier on, fairly alright-ish. A lot of cloud here, which I wasn't expecting. But let's see what happens, right? But you're all very welcome in. Great to see so many folks here on a Thursday night, the day before the weekend. It's a rugby weekend. It's going to be flat out. But sure, listen, we'll do our best to keep you, keep the old aviation adrenaline want, need. Yes, sorted, right? So, who's here? Look, CP65, a very good day. DeBlaze, you're welcome back. Strap21, hola. Hope you're well, buddy. Spitfire RAF 100, you're very welcome back in. Norse Viking, good to see you. Mrs. TPHI continues to be upside down. Welcome back, Mrs. Max Stallion is here, good evening. Malky Mac is here. Retriever Neil, a very good evening. Hermit Something, very good afternoon to Boston. Hope you're well, buddy. Retriever Neil, thank you very much indeed for 18 months. I'll watch me taxiing. Bell Bro, good evening. David Bay is in the house. I'll definitely watch me taxiing. He gave out the last time. 98 Vulcan, a very good evening and good morning to you. Hope you're well. Crackers in the house. APU Inspector, hope all is well. The Limbics, good morning. Work lurking from home. Nice. Let me see. Toto 2495. Good to see you, Toto. Mr. TPHI, a very good afternoon. Uniform Goose, good day, Goose. How are you, buddy? Stu Snape is here, flying along offline with us tonight. Nice. Nice, you're very welcome in. Devil Fly is here, good evening. The Impossible Face says good evening. I spent a good half an hour trying to work out what had broken in my sim, only to find out it was probably open reach induced. Open reach. Sunjammer, good evening. Rambog Mord is here for 40 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Hope you're well. Mechmancer saw that, so the drama in Minnesota appears to be well done. So yeah. Let's see what the crack is going to be now. Full steam ahead for Flight Sim Expo. Eamon, you're very welcome in. Sticky Rice is here. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Mr. Paulie, thank you for 20 in a row. Where is this now? On the upside, the 777 is now off the blocks at LAX. Nice. You're heading down to Dallas. Ooh, nice. Culkin, very good evening to you. Heisenberg is here for 50 in a row, saying, creatively finding ways to keep watching Murph. Well, thank you very much, you divil. Idle Cutoff, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary, where it is currently 7 degrees. 7 degrees in Tipperary. Yeah, what can you do? Anthony V. Kiora, Comanche update is available now on the marketplace for 2024, says Stu. Nice one. Muse Fan is here, bursts in the door, wearing one of those baseball caps with a propeller on the top. How he is, his mad jokes. Good to see you, Muse. Abdul is in the house, welcome aboard. Alberto, thank you for 15 in a row and a very good evening to you. Sir Camsalot, Jesus, pull up the handbrake, look. 445 streams in a row. He says, I need to reassess my life choices. Change nothing, Sir Camsalot. That's unbelievable. I don't think we've ever seen that many consecutive streams, right? That's amazing. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus. Lear, good evening to you. Hope you're well. Lieutenant Bob is in the house. Where is this now? Won't make tomorrow night's group flight. Oh no, the Impossible Face. Viper Strike, good evening. Black Sheep Jean is here. I made it. But once again, Twitch's audio keeps breaking up for me. Jane, I wonder if you were to lower the bitrate thingy jig on Twitch. So we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and also TikTok. So hello to everyone, wherever it is you're tuning in from. You're all welcome in, lads. let me see now. Dather, good evening. Martin Kay is in the house. Dougal McTavish, the chairman, has rumbled in. Good to see you, Dougal. I don't want to push it, but we're all flying together in the creative space. We are flying together in the creative space. Thank you, Belro. Yeah, the legend. Gibbo, see what you caused. Two Dogs, good evening. Hope you're well. Rad Baron is here, viewers, and he's starting the roll call. I'll be back in 10, right? DK Funfly, 120 streams in a row. Cheers, buddy. Mrs. Toto is here. She says, how are you, Murph and everyone? Thought I would pop by. Quick question. Whilst at work today, I noticed a mysterious golden orb in the sky, radiating a little warmth. What could it have been? A hallucination, Mrs. Toto. Yes, that's all it was. It couldn't possibly be the sun. The sun is nowhere near Ireland or England. It doesn't exist, right? It was an orb. Did you see it? Right. Do you know? It was Dedeka Cora coming back from the... Right. Do you know? It was good to see you, Mrs. Hope you're well. Let me see here now. Invaders from Mars, right? Just Roy, a very good evening to you. Hope you're well. Flipper Alloy, welcome in. Gibbo, good to see you, man. Go on for an old flight out of that. Go on, Jesus, go on out of that. Liptorius, good evening. Corn Wolf is in the house. Yeah, Sir Camsalot, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Insane. Malky is here for 25 in a row. Thank you very much indeed. Winkle Gassler is here. TikTok, do we get a little dance? No. Mutley, good evening. I hope you're well. And to all our friends watching us, there's a few, I think, watching on TikTok. You're very welcome in. Don't be afraid to say something, you know, hello or hi. You know, or perhaps an emote of your discretion. Right. Come over here quick. Now, more buttons over here. Let me see here now. We have Aviation. Welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Is it a 5-hour flight? It's not. No, it's about two and a bit. About two and a bit. Sci Voltage, good evening. Dave Cleary. Legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Northland Air, a very happy Thursday. Travis, good to see you, buddy. Johnny Mon. Jeez, Johnny, do you sleep at all? Good to see you. JJ Stevens is in the house. Welcome aboard. Frank is here as well. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in, welcome in. Right, now, so the current story, I started, you're the blithering one repeating that things that's wait, well, hang on. Give it out to me. I started it. You're the blithering repeating one that keeps saying things first. Fantastic. Whereby creative space. I do say whereby a lot. Yeah, that's another one. Do you know the way you'd be like getting hang on, I've an eyelash on my face. Do you know the way you'd be getting ready for a flight? Whereby sometimes you wouldn't be. Yeah, I do say whereby all shag off, will you? Anyway, right. Will we get started? Right, I think we'll get started, right? So, let's come on over here to a different screen. Turn off that light. Oh, Jesus. And then we come to here, look. Ah, yes. Welcome to the flight deck of a 737-800 with me, that captain who knows nothing about anything, but we'll try anyway, right? We'll try anyway. Sumner, very good evening to you. Hugh Nefforn, good evening, Hugh. Hope you're well. Let me see now. Jerry is here. How are you, Jerry? Mark Pierce, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Like me, finishing sentences with, yeah, 100%. Do I use the Boris sound pack? I don't. I think the aircraft sounds that Echo 19 did are sufficient. They're very, very good. They're way better than the original sounds we had. And to be honest, like, there's nothing wrong with the Boris sounds, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you know, I just use these. And I'm happy out using them, you know. So what do we have here? I'm going to closing off a whole load of stuff. So we need to get some things on the screen for us. So we have our VATSIM radar. We'll come over here with our Simbury flight plan. And then I was looking at flight radar. Right? Come over there. Just to get an idea of some of the active runways. But now that we have ATC, well, this could be great crack altogether. Do you know what I mean? Dave Cleary joined us over on TikTok. Look, that's brilliant, isn't it? Welcome in. Emergency escape road, right? Anyway, so we have some details here for our flight. We're expecting a cruising altitude tonight of flight level 350. Our cost index of 5. What else do we have here? We are expecting a tailwind, right? We reviewed the weather earlier on. We got the forecast. Savage tailwinds heading across the way, so that should be good. I'll probably adjust the weight, the block fuel, just to give us a little bit more capabilities eventually when I make a total mess of this, you know. Sure, look, we'll see how we go. So we do have a number of aircraft on the ramp at the moment. Some are starting to push back, so as the fella says, we'll start pedaling and seeing what we can do. We do have ATC on. We'll go ahead and switch over to that frequency. and aircraft currently on ground power, and I need to go through me FMC. So I have all me hardware, lads. There's hardware all over the shop, right? So if I show you this now here briefly, look, hey. Rich Gillen, good to see you. Zybok, you're very welcome in. Redoing some of my earlier achievement flights over the Pyrenees. Nice. UTB, good evening. Energizers in the house, lurking mode, you're very welcome.
Oh, Senator, thank you for controlling. Again, sorry for any inconvenience.
That's ATC talking away there, so we'll be chatting to them.
No problem. People make that mistake often, just letting you know for the future.
Now, where's this camera moving to?
American.
There we go, there's one angle. There's another one. So we're looking down here at our FMS, or Flight Management System. So, in here.
266, ready for taxi at Ontario.
We'll put in our information. Kilo Oscar November Tango.
26 right, taxi via November.
That's a departure.
265, taxi via November.
Gate 6.
Flight 266.
We'll go ahead and grab our GPS position from our IRSs and horse that in. We'll now go in and put our route page.
Too much runway which is hearting off, and is it a request pushback or discretion?
2272, this is for future reference in any circumstance. If you're pushing onto the ramp, then you can do that at your own discretion. If you're pushing on a taxiway, then you ask the controller above you.
Right. We're going to fly plan request and horse it in. We're going to set our payload. We're going to set the fuel.
2272,
we're going to select the route.
runway 25 right for departure.
Okay, so we wait and see what happens, right? You had the dental appointment, you're home now, in bed, sore as feck, looking forward to today's flight. Ooh, nice.
Flight 32 Whiskey is...
Soviet Cat, good to see you, buddy.
To 26 right, please, if available. We've got 3015 on the altimeter.
Our Flight 32 Whiskey, LA Center, Roger, standby, it's going to be a moment.
Okay, so we only need to talk to this gentleman when we are looking for a taxi, right? So let's see what happens. So we're going to activate this route. Execute.
Flight 32 Whiskey, runway 26 right, taxi via November.
We're going to go into our departure and arrival.
26 right.
Departure and November, arrival, rather. So we're looking for a departure of 26 right, and we are on the Raji 4 departure. AVRRY transition. Execute. And we'll come back in here for arrival. We're going to plan an ILS 8 approach. We're going to be on the Lobo 3 arrival via the Gallup VOR. Comster transition. And let's see here now. So that's our route page. We're looking good. Performance initialization. Okay, so zero fuel weight. We have 14.9 on board. So we have 14.9 on board. Zero fuel weight. Go ahead and pop in. Reserves 0. Cost index we said was 5. Let's just double check. We can make mistakes, lads.
Thunder 600, descend and maintain 2,600.
Cost index indeed 5. And cruise wind along the way, so 228 at 99, lads. Jesus. And we're going to be at 350. Okay, do you want the altitude first? 228 at 99. There we go. Transition is okay. That's okay.
Approaching runway 26 flight, ready for departure.
No D-rate.
Flight 266, runway 26
Unable 270,
right,
don't worry about that. Flaps will be set for 5. Center of gravity will give us 24.8. That's
71, San
4.5.
Francisco, ready off line, squawk 2000, river service terminated, free exchange approved.
And let's have a look. AVRRY, go.
Squawk 2000 and monitor Unicom for
I don't see any discontinuity, so that's looking good.
Yeah, see you next time. We've gone to 52.
Alright, we're looking good, we're looking good. So that's our FMS. Pretty much in there. Can't sub to you. I can't sub to you on TikTok. Work have disabled it on my phones. Plus, I'm not 12. Shag off! Jesus, Gibbo. Well, hopefully, those who are viewing here now on TikTok are you know, they're like, yeah, look at this Muppet. He's a serious Muppet, this lad. Brilliant, right? Now, let me see. We need to press some buttons over here. So, 7,000 our initial. Go ahead, put some speeds in. There's no speed restrictions, thankfully, on takeoff, so we're just going to watch for this. And next up, lads, is going to be firing up that beautiful auxiliary power unit.
Runway 26 right, taxi via November.
Easy now. So that's a taxi via November. We're probably going to get the same, right? That's what we're planning for. We hope.
270 Salt Lake Center, offline radar service terminated, free exchange approved.
I'm going to zoom in here on the other page. Okay, so it's going to be November all the way down, so that looks okay. Right, APU, let's be having you. She's starting to fire up. She's thinking about it. Why was that shaking around like a devil?
2 whiskey holding short, 26 right.
Cruise altitude 350, landing altitude 5,400.
Yeah, I'm going to be closing now. Frequency change approved.
Oh, is he closing?
Change approved, 32 whiskey, thanks very much. Yep.
Attention, our Cavalry Center is now closed. Background frequency to our service turn fee change for this flying guys. Yep.
Is it that very fast? Right, looks like that controller is going offline. Muse fan is watching us over on TikTok, and the first thing he said, Jesus, another creative space. Shag off. Make sure you like the right, you know. Brilliant. Murphy, you're 40 years of age. You've been streaming for 8 years? 6 years? What year is it? I've really been only doing this proper like since 2020, so 6 years. You know, I was only arsing around before that. It took you 6 years to figure out how to do things. Brilliant. Now, what's the controller? Oh, he went off. Oh, that was the end of him. Right. Squawk 2000, I suppose. Oh no, we'll keep our original squawk. We'll be all right. So I believe ATC has said good luck to you. So what we need to do now is go on to CTAF. Dot CTAF. Frequency 120.6. 120.6. 120.6. Let's see how this sounds. Where am I? Ontario. Ontario traffic, Firefly 235 radio check. Someone might say something. I don't even know if I liked it. I tried, but I'm not TikTok savvy. That's quite okay. I thought you still are. Yeah, no. No, he's gone. Albuquerque's on. Let me see. Old veteran, good to see you, buddy. All right, so we have some power going into our APU. We'll go ahead and get the bleeds open. And we'll go ahead and get our APU generators on. Packs can come on as well. Not that we need them. All right, packs are firing up. Fuel pumps are looking good. Quick check on our fuel state. Nothing in the center tanks. That's exactly what we want. Rejected takeoff except for our anti-skid speed. Looking good. That's looking good. We'll come on down here. Radio is looking good. Transponder, we're going to stick you to We'll turn you on. And we want the aircraft to start prepping for our departure. So we'll come back in here. Let's double check our parking brake is set. Parking brake is set. Keep an eye out for 120.6. Ontario traffic, Firefly 235 radio check.
Okay, 505.
Thanks. Right, brilliant. Right, ground operations. Release the ground power unit. Release the chocks. And we'll call GSX. And we're going to look for the push.
Traffic, Firefly 426 radio check.
5
Thank you.
LGS, sure, why not? Why not? Prepare for pushback and all the jazz. Oh, look at this. Look at the weather. It's kind of nice. So we're over here. I think that, I don't know who that is. We're in a 737-800 aircraft, Firefly Air, cargo converted aircraft, right? And we're just waiting for the peoples to arrive and get ready for the pushback.
Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Thanks very much. So this maneuver is going to be nose left, tail right. Nose needs to go to the left, all right? There's Jemima there now. Good woman yourself. Yes. Go handy with those pins now. Don't scratch the paint. What are we doing here now? Anti-collision light comes on. Oh, looking good. All looking good.
Departure checks completed.
Yaw damper coming on.
Pin inserted.
And I have remembered to turn on me flight directors. Brilliant. Father's game, you picked up the 73-9. Nice, buddy. David, that's you in the A320. Right, come on yourself. You want to get out ahead of me? I'm telling you, that's Emma Watson. I said this the last time. That looks like Emma Watson.
003 requesting radio check. 5x5. 5x5, Roger, thank you so much.
Right, anyway. Let's see what happens next. So Albuquerque Center is on. We'll need to watch that. Right? Hermione, yeah. Oh, jeez, look at this. Do you hear that rattling, do you? We'll want to get the L suspension checked here now the next time, you know. Right, what did we say it was? Nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
You betcha.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, lovely. Packs off. Engine 2. And now we sit back, friends, and listen to the beautiful sounds. It sounds shagged. No idea what's happening. Oh wait, am I okay to push back? Yeah, we're all right. All right, fuel in. Last time I was great with the DJ twins. Weird sounds. It's GSX doing that, you know. If you're in a plane and you heard that now, would you be in a state of, ah, jeez? Or would you be like, this is going to be a fun flight? Jesus, there's a double pushback here. Go handy, David. All right, engine 1 is up. Well, engine 2 is up. Generator's on. Engine 1 will fire up now. Easy does it. We want to be in inches of mercury. Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Ara, listen to us only. Brilliant.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Lower us down there now gently, you know. Sounds like the ice cream maker. Yeah, it's like a cement mixer. How did you get the sound off your Skoda into the sim? Listen. It's grand. She sounds alright now, look. You're a wizard, Harry. Look! What's she doing here? It's strange. Okay, starter has disengaged. Generator coming on. Packs, let's be having you. APU, we're finished with you. APU bleed off. Probes coming on. Anti-ice not needed. Up the very top, looking good. Runway light on.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Lovely hurdling. APU bleed off. And what else do you want to do here now? We want to flight controls systems. So we're going to set our flaps to 5. Stab trim is going to be 4.54. Good girl, Jemima. Great job. Verify takeoff speed. That's okay. Flaps go to 5, please. Trim is looking good. Let's do flight control. Full forward, full back, full left, full right. Spoilers home, rudder right, and rudder left.
Ontario traffic, Firefly 702, radio check.
5x5.
5x5.
Ontario traffic, Firefly 235. We're over at Terminal 1 at Gulf. We're going to be taxiing, holding short, runway 26 right via November, Ontario.
Ontario traffic, Firefly 702, taking off for runway 26 right, will departure to the south, Ontario traffic.
Brakes off. David, how did you end up struck behind me again? I don't know how you do it. Oh, jeez! That's us in this thing, right? How did we manage this? Tremendous crack. Alright. So we hang a left here onto November as we taxi along and see what happens.
Good day, passengers. This is your captain speaking. Captain Mallet Head is my name.
Wait, what?
First, I'd like to welcome everyone on board this
Jesus,
Fireflyer
look
flight
at your
today.
man.
If I can figure out the controls, because I have only previously done a few hours in a Cessna over awfully before this, we will be cruising at an altitude of between 500 and 40,000 feet at an airspeed close to stall speed. I really like those constant warning beepings up here, as they do help me sleep. It was a heavy night last night, so catching up on some C's would be nice. I would very much appreciate it if you could all keep it down back there.
Kubi,
The weather looks dodgy where we are going, so I'm not even expecting us to land, but if we do, we will be absolutely behind schedule. I forgot to charge my Apple Watch, so that's to blame. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the city. I will pull a few hard banks so you can get a great look without the wing being in the way. The cabin crew are overworked and underpaid, so only if they feel like it will come around to offer you a light snack and beverage. But there's no gin left, so just a heads up on that. In-flight entertainment will follow shortly after that, as I have my keyboard with me for a few sing-songs. Also, none of the toilets are operational. I think the first officer has destroyed them all, so I ask you to hold it in. I will be the one running through the cabin shortly, with the wig on giving high fives, so you can easily spot me. I'll have the tip jar out if you really want to reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy this takeoff where I think I am Maverick, and we'll see what this puppy can do.
That's the spirit. Right. Continue on down the road we go. Why is the pilot doing a PA to a bunch of cardboard boxes? Listen, boxes are boxes too. You know.
Can I do the refund?
Ontario traffic,
No.
Firefly 972 is taking off
Shut
runway
off.
26 right, departing to southwest. Ontario.
Ontario traffic, Firefly 003, lining up on runway 26 right.
Brilliant. Ah, Jesus, Dan doesn't look only brilliant. Oh, heck yeah. So, you beautiful. Till I'm not working, catch you guys in a bit. Oh no! Now. Look out the side window. Oh, Jesus, then look at him go. Beautiful. Jesus, we nearly went off. We nearly had a runway excursion. They throw us straight out. Right, let's see what happens here. Next frequency is going to be the Lonelycon 1228. And then we're going to be talking to, hopefully, Albuquerque. So we have our Garmin pilot. That's on our screen here as well. That's what we're following. You zoom in, get an idea of what's happening. Don't venture off the run. Oh, jeez, you hear the tyres? I'm just warming up the tyres. You just see this in Formula 1, you know. Yeah, it's going to be fierce windy up here, absolutely.
Ontario
Alright.
traffic, Firefly 003, holding short for 2-minute wait for basin.
Well, you're not really holding short. You're kind of like blocking the whole show. But you stay there. Tell them all to shag off. Iceman, you're doing a great job. Tell them to shag off. Once there's no one like inbound, you're totally safe. Now, speaking of which, Jesus, half the parish has already gone down the road. Here's us taxiing. Anyone inbound? Where's he going? He's alright. Right, so the lads in teal, that's our group. They're gone miles ahead. We'll actually get out. We'll get. Well, Phoenix is on, but who are they talking to? Oh, that's all under Albuquerque. Nice. Okay. Easy, Murph. Don't scrub your tires, man. You had to take off your planned cruise at 350. Ooh. Commander Balosh, good evening. Hope you're well, bud. Let's have a look. Alright. We'll sit tight. We'll go down to whiskey. Huge car. Speaking of car parks, there's a bigger car park out the road, isn't there? Is it a handcrafted airport? This one is, yes. There be Iceman. Right. Yeah, some of the model matching on VATSIM. The Phoenix are shagged for the Firefly Air livery, right? Okay, we'll sit tight. So a couple of checks before we do. We're going to be departing. We're going to go 70, and then it's all the way up to
003, taking off runway 26 right. Departure to the south.
All right. Now, is there anyone inbound? So I'm just having a quick look at the old departure here. So we're pretty much good to follow Iceman once he goes. Have you tried any scenery from Borelli? I think I have, Heisenberg. Yeah, man. Alright, there goes Iceman. Ontario traffic, Firefly 235 lining up and waiting, runway 26 right. We'll have a 2-minute wait for spacing, Ontario. Alright, lights, strobes, continuous. Let's move her in. Ryan, good to see you. Okay, approach is clear. Departure has an A320 on rotation. There he goes. What's up? Easy now, Murphy. Easy now. Okay. We're TA only, so we just want to adjust for that. Okay, we'll sit tight. Transponder fully on. Looking good here, looking good there. Quick test of our TCAS, please. ILS frequencies, worry about those later on. Looking good here, looking good there. Right, now we sit. There goes Iceman.
System test, okay.
TCAS is good. Want a weather system on. Range is good for the minute. What else do we want here? Auto throttle, we can go ahead and arm this puppy. LNAV is armed. We will go V-speed on our initial climb. And we can climb fairly sharpish. That looks good to me. Flight directors are all on. Iceman's just doing his turn out to the left. Beardy, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Alrighty. Ontario, Firefly 235 taking off runway 26 right, departing to the south, Ontario. Right, are we ready, sports fans? Power coming in. Start the clock. And toga. Okay, take a power set. Airspeed live. Yup the yard.
80 knots.
80 knots, cross-checked. Easy now.
V1 rotate.
V1 rotate. Oopsie daisy.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Jesus though. Easy now. We want to start our turn. Flaps 2. Watch your speed. We'll hand fly this one. We can't let the airplane have all the fun. Easy now. Flaps 1. Easy does it. 4,000 ensemble. We're doing all right. Ready to climb is okay. Bit of a turn in. On Ontario, Firefly 235 passing 4,007 for 7,000, approaching Seoul, Ontario. Alright, a little bit further in. Looking good. Oh man, look at that view, look. Jesus. Speed 200. Flaps in. Let's roll her out. Okay, speed, let's call it 240 for the moment. Flaps are in, autopilot engage. V speed, so we're going to go all the way up now.
Interior traffic,
350.
flight 426, lining up, runway 26 right.
350, VNAV armed, and let's go up the hill. So flaps in, auto brake off, gear off. Up on top we're looking good, below we're looking good, and we're looking good for the minute. So we're going to be climbing via the departure here. And Ontario, Firefly 235 at 7,000, last call, Ontario. 122.8.
Ontario, traffic 550 passing Reggie at 15,000.
Alright. What's your spacing? 250 in the box. We might, I might just handle this a little bit differently for now. Let me see, V-speed. We'll just do a bit of manual stuff because I'm watching Iceman ahead of me, so we'll try and plan the climb on this, you know? Beardy, yeah, I was looking at it, but it's like their version 1, and it's missing some stuff, so I think I'll wait until we see version 2, you know what I mean? It looks very good though, man, looks very good. Alright, shallow climb out here. You know, we can climb unrestricted now, there's no ATC once we tell them what we're doing. So our next waypoint is Raji, and then it's over to Elbow. Thank you, James. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so quick after takeoff check. We're running lights for the moment. We're below 10,000. Engine modes are on, off. Everything up here is looking okay. Auto brake, flaps and gear are disengaged. And we're just doing a shallow climb out here at 240 knots. We'll speed it up now in a moment because we've poor old David Bay stuck behind us. 378, 270. I'm just getting a little bit more of a gap between me and Iceman, and then we'll up the hill. So far so good. We don't touch our barrow settings until we get to 18,000 or flight level 180. Man, look at the views there. That's freaking gorgeous, isn't it? Gorgeous. Now, you'd usually stay under 250 knots when you're below 10,000 feet. They're just kind of standard constraints, right? Because when you're lower, you're now potentially flying with other traffic, usually general aviation, smaller aircraft. So they put speed restrictions on you. You know what I mean? So we're looking good here. We're coming up. We're going to approach 10,000 Raji. And then after Raji, we'll start pushing then an awful lot higher. We'll go on to VNAV and push our power up. On Ontario traffic, Firefly 235, overhead Raji at 10,000, climbing to flight level 350. Alright, there she goes. VNAV engage, get the speed up. And let's see, she wants to get up to about 270 knots and then we'll rocket upwards. And then we're going to get some of this wind component because it's to get fierce windy. We're expecting a hell of a tailwind. So once we make this turn at Elbow, we're going to get the full swing of that tailwind, which is going to be deadly, do you know? How do you learn all the different planes, all the buttons and switches? Do you study or practice beforehand? Yeah, you learn them over time, you know what I mean? Most of us manage to get ahead of Murph. You divil you. 120 knot tailwind at 350, nice. Let me see, Charlie Doe? Yes, man, I love the MD-11, it's gorgeous. Alright, climbing now 3,700 feet a minute. Up the hill she goes. And here's a left turn at Elbow. Beautiful. Man alive, look at that for a view. Jesus. Alright, we're looking good. Speed is good, altitude is good, spacing is good. No constraints on my little radar screen here beside me, so we should be okay. Light should have been off, Murph. They're all on auto. Alright, we're good. Nothing slack, good to see you, bud. What have I missed? Relatively quiet so far, mate. Just doing our departure here, leaving California. We're heading over straight now to Albuquerque. So let's bring our map out a little bit. There's 40 miles. Albuquerque Center, 132.8. We'll be talking to him in a while. If we have a quick look at the radar, what's happening? So, there's the lads now. 266, 32 Whiskey, 702, 972, 003, 235 and 426. So we're well on the way. We're missing Naughty Gnome tonight, but he's away. He's out in he's out in Italy, I think. You know. Beardy Sim Pilot. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to Flight Crew, bud.
7.1.
PS5 Monkey Boy, good to see you. This is Microsoft Flight Sim. Yes indeed. It surely is. So we've no VATSIM coverage around here, but we will get it in a little while. So there's Phoenix, and then we'll be heading in. So Albuquerque, where are they landing us? Arrivals, expect visual approach runway 8. That'll do, lovely. We were planning for runway 8. Altimeter needs to be reset to standard. 299er2 and 299er2. Speed is looking good. And we've just passed flight level 190. Let's go have a beer, Murph, when you land. I live in Albuquerque. Margie, no, brilliant. Beers on ice, man. I'd love to go to Albuquerque. Beautiful, beautiful views, man. I mean, look at that. That's savage, isn't it? Both sides. And it's only going to get nicer as we leave the Californian coast behind us. Like, we're flying into, like, some gorgeous scenery this evening. Hello there. Not Ontario in Canada, no. Ontario in whatchamacallit, in California. Mrs. GPHI, look at this creative space over on TikTok. You're an absolute divil. Yes, hello to all the TikTok viewers. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, so Ontario and California. James says, you flew over my neck of the woods for Palm Springs. Ooh, nice. In-N-Out Burger, nice. You know, I've yet to try In-N-Out Burger. I want to try an In-N-Out Burger. I need that in my life. Alright, so RD 13,000 or above. We're miles above it, so we're fine. Beardy says, sorry it's taking so long, but glad to be part of the crew. I was watching your 737 MAX videos earlier today from the pre-release. Oh, nice. We have one here if you come and visit. Have you one in Dallas, Scott, yeah? Someone should mail you one. It might be called on arrival. Yeah. That, you know, that could happen. Indeed, that could happen. Do you know? Man alive, look at the scenery, man. Alright. So far, so good. We're motoring on. It's about a 2-hour flight, this. It's very close to the big airport. Oh, really? Microwave it when it arrives. Yeah, that'll be healthy. Bring your best Irish drink. Oh, to be Guinness, James. Well, it depends. Guinness is great in the winter time. You know what I mean? But like summertime now. Well, Guinness is nice in summertime as well. I don't know, to be honest. I do like the occasional beer. But Guinness is always safe, you know. Provided it's alright, you know. You can get bad out schlop out there. Right, no traffic constraints that I can see. We're doing about 430 over the ground, which is okay at the minute. Once we do our next left turn here over at Peeler or Meatball, that tailwind component is going to absolutely bash into us. We're getting about 76 knots, not directly off our tail, so we're probably getting about a bit of a push of maybe 50, right? But once we turn at Meatball, that's going to go way up. Control is going to give you a new squad code. Okay, Dougal. I like me 1007. The name is Bond. You know, Polly Bond. Here to fill the crack. 260. Nothing screaming or shouting at me up here. All is looking well. Now we're looking good. Looking good. Dougal, where did you give him a shout from? Because you're now in his airspace. What's my closest waypoint? LANCY, I suppose. Basildon Bond. 103 knots at 330. Ooh, Flemish Bond. There you go. So it looks like LANCY is our nav aid closest to where that controller is. So probably give him a shout about 20 miles out. David Bay says, every single gauge and screen has gone orange with a WASM module crash. I don't believe you. Dave, you need to delete your WASM folder, buddy. Or at least the contents inside your WASM folder. You called him an inbound to LANCY. Okay. Well, we can do that. We can set a reminder for LANCY. How do we do this again then? We can. LANCY. Why are we getting a time error? 2106. I don't know why it says time error though, that's a problem. All is good here, all is good there. So we'll be there at 2106. At least that's what the gadget's telling me. I don't know why we're getting wrong information though. Interesting. Can you name a plane for an edit? An Airbus A340. Guess it's, that's it from me tonight. Shame, as practice was perfect this morning. Ah, no way, man. What were you flying, David? The A320, was it? They really need to sort out those WASM crashes, man. There's nothing, there is nothing worse. Right, 003 is at 550 knots. Look at this, 108 knots. We haven't even turned yet. Jesus. We're getting some serious windage here, lads. This is fantastic. The A320. That's just a disaster. What PMDG 777 do people use? I only see the 200. It's 50 bucks. I prefer the 200. I prefer the freighter. That's my favourite. Might dig out the fly-by-wire and see if it's any good. Fly-by-wire is really good. It's excellent. Yeah, the freighter's the cheapest one. I prefer the freighter, to be honest. Because then, like, if you're doing passenger transport, like 777s, they usually use them on like long haul, right? If you go with a freighter, you can do short haul and it's just not overkill. You know what I mean? The 900 is awesome. Father's game, yeah, the 900 was always decent. She's a little bit bigger than this, but there's not much between them. Not much between them. Now, I expect this tailwind. Look at this, 117 knots blowing against the back of her plane. And it's climbing. This is nuts. This is fantastic. This is going to cut the flight in half. It's where you're currently flying into Dallas. Yeah. Phoenix, the tiller wasn't working, so I quickly jumped into the default A320 to save time. Oh, yeah, there wasn't in the default A320. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Alright, we're going okay. Don't forget, lads, if you are watching us on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind terribly hitting the little like button, it does help the stream out in incredible ways. You know, it recommends it to people who ordinarily wouldn't be watching this stream, and next thing they'd be getting an alert. You know, YouTube suggests this agent, yeah, and then they click on it, and then I'm like, Ashley, how are you getting on? Do you know? I know I fly the freighter a lot. Yeah, I prefer the freighters. Cargo doesn't have an opinion. Right? Oh, I didn't like that landing. Shut up. You know. Man, look at that view though. Jesus. That's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, our ground speed here is 532 knots. I mean, this is great crack. Now, there's a FedEx coming against the traffic. What's he at? 36,000? Should be no worry. Mr. GPHI says, I clicked the button only because I like your creative space. Thank you, Mr. GPHI. You're very kind. And at the same time, shag off. Brilliant. Passengers are just cargo to jail after. Yeah. Brilliant. Alright, we're cruising nicely now. We're just after leveling off here at flight level 350. We're at AVRRY. We're getting 119 knots on the tail. Engines are going to calm it down a little bit. Our Mach number, we're sitting on 0.372. 724 is what she's aiming for. So we're just easing off the power a little bit, which is fine. Like, that tailwind is doing all the work for us. Angels15, good to see you. Level 14 now. Man, you're self out of this game. Yeah, 545. Like, we're doing 520. Like, it is. That's warp speed, man. That's awesome. Okay, next waypoint, LANCY. We'll give him a shout when we're about 15 miles or so out, right? On air, level 14. That's awesome for this game. Toto, good to see you. You now have me in stereo. Ah, brilliant. Toto's on YouTube as well. You're very welcome in. Hope all is well. Big Al is here. Good to see you. The weekend is here at last. I just have to look like I'm working all day. Yeah. Do you know what you do? If you're in the office, just like keep moving stuff from place to place, or just bring a clipboard. What are you doing? I'm doing a survey. You know. What are your thoughts of the sim being accessible via PlayStation? I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Any way you can get the sim out to more people. You know, it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, it's on the PC, it's on cloud gaming. You know, it needs to go beyond that. It needs to go beyond consoles. It needs to go into tablets and phones and all this sort of jazz. You know? Nintendo Switches and whatever they're called these days. You know what I mean? Queensland Transport Enthusiast, a very good day to you. Hello from Ireland, hope you're well, buddy. Walk around with a clipboard and have an old scowl on your face. No one will question it. Yeah. Phones? Hell no. What do you mean, hell no? I mean, you can technically use them on your phones, you know? I've got a plan to catch you guys, but some other error might get you. Don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. Jesus, Toto joined us on TikTok as well. Come on, Toto! The man is omnipresent. He's everywhere at the same time, look. Brilliant. I think what happens with TikTok, people come in and they're like, oh, who's this guy? And then they go out again. You know what I mean? I don't fully understand it. It's new territory for me. Does it say how many people are watching on TikTok? Those of you who are on TikTok. If I won the lottery, I would set up a sim machine and accessories. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, James. A full home sim build stuff. I rarely use TikTok. There's 29 people watching. Beat the genie then. Wait now, is that likes or people watching? Isn't that just what the clock does? It is, Lear. It is. Where's this FedEx fella going? He's not on my radar, so I'm not worried about him. He's descending now, so he's going to be beside us. We might see him. Gamer boy, good to see you, bud. Welcome aboard. We might see... Will we see him? To be fair, this guy should be tracking him. Normal, above or below? We'll go normal. We might get him. We're 50 miles out from LANCY. Thought I would see the 737-6 work in 2024. Appears to work okay. Well, they're going to release it. Flight Force 77, good evening. Gamer boy, I'm from Ireland. If you told your dad you were in TikTok, he'd be asking you why you were standing. Yeah, he would. He'd hit you in the slap of the head. Crazy fella, good evening. Hope you're well. Yeah. You're waiting on the 2024 compatibility update. Yeah, Flight Simmer has it. Shane was flying it the other day. B. Carlo, good evening. Hope you're well, buddy. Okay, that FedEx guy, oh, he's actually below us now, is he? Yeah, he's descending. We might see him. There he is. See the contrail line? See that line, yeah? That's a FedEx. Where's he flying in from? He took off out of Memphis and he's heading over to Ontario. Whitcomb, good to see you, buddy. Very good evening. That's awesome. I love seeing this in the sim, man. You can't see the plane, he's too far away, but we can see his contrails. If we have a look at the radar, over here, you devil. So here's us, the little purple fella, and there's that FedEx. He's in a 777 freighter. In a 777, no less, you know. So, we're okay. I don't see anyone else going to be kind of pickpocketing across our route, but we will be giving a shout to centre shortly.
United 320, if I didn't do it already, your radar contact 32 miles southeast of the Albuquerque. If you are welcome, maintain flight level 380.
Okay, what's happening over at Albuquerque? Quick check on the situation. ATIS information, Charlie. Few clouds broken, 3019er. Arrivals expect visual approach runway 8. That's perfectly good for us. So we're going to give that controller a shout shortly.
Firefly 003, Albuquerque Center, yep.
Firefly 003 with you.
Firefly 003, Albuquerque Center, low squawk 5574.
5574.
Let's see what happens. There should be a new ATIS very shortly, yeah. Apparently the 600 has been released. Oh, has it? Ooh. Interesting. Anyone know the upgrade path?
Clipper 1171 is back and requesting 300 when able.
Clipper 1171, thanks, welcome back. Climb maintain flight level 37, correction 300.
Climb maintain 300, Clipper 1171.
$35. Wait.
Firefly 003, squawking 5574.
Wasn't the 737-6 cheaper anyway? No, the 700 is until way later.
003, Albuquerque Center, radar contact 77 miles southwest of the Drake View, are welcome.
Just got the game on the Xbox Series X. What would be a good flight path? That'd be good to kick things off. Try and fly in areas that you're familiar with, and you're just repeating it, right? It's a great way to start learning how to fly. So if you pick kind of familiar areas, it means you can just focus on those areas. You'd be surprised how much is transferable then when you go to other places. You know what I mean? 60% off if you had it in 2020. So hang on. The upgrade price is 35 or it's 35 for the new aircraft, and then I'm confused.
5047, clear the active.
Yeah, the 5047 Heavy, thanks, welcome to Sky Harbor. You can taxi pilot discretion, Charlie to the gate, good night.
That's mad, isn't it? Full price 35. Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say cross to the gate?
What joystick?
Yeah, the 5047 Heavy, affirmative, it'll be straight into the gate.
Alpha and
Straight
the
in,
Warbird.
5047, thank you.
With the Warbird base. Gonna have a Guinness to watch
Firefly
you guys.
235, yeah.
Firefly 235, flight level 350.
Firefly 235, Albuquerque Center, low squawk 5525.
5525, Firefly 235. Alright. Yeah, give it a shot and see what happens, you know? I probably don't need to ident, he'll see me. He didn't ask me to ident, so there's no point giving a big flash on the screen, you know? Bing! Bum. So 14 quid for the upgrade. Yeah, that's not too bad. Chris Van Halen, good evening. I had the 700 and the 800 in 2020. Yeah. Memphis done, I agree. Ain't cheap, man. Bottom. You need your 700? Yeah, rock. A lot of people just got the 700, man. Okay, in terms of our descent path, 350, 350. We're going to start dropping our GUP, which is the Gallup VOR. So we're okay now for the moment. Upgrade fee is 40% off the base price. That's pretty good. Aviation Tyler is here. Good to see you, bud. Welcome in. I've had a thought, with all the rage VVs, electric vehicle, or any electrical aerial vehicles, hybrids. Yeah, there's some starting to come out, James. Yeah. They're mainly drones and stuff, but yeah, they are.
Number 480 Victor Romeo, welcome back.
Don't regret it at all. Nippy wee fella. Yeah, 600, it's great. Okay, overhead LANCY. We're getting 120 knots of a tailwind, ground speed of 522. This is awesome. Hey, Mud Dog, good evening. Love the 600, even though it looks like it was built off a child's drawing. Yeah, it's mad looking, isn't it? Yup. We are at a fairly decent speed, I can tell you. Jesus. We're booting it, lads. Alrighty, there's American Airlines way ahead. He's heading to LA, flight level 380, no factor. And our spacing up the road looks pretty good. 552 versus 517. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're cruising, yeah, we're cruising. So in terms of landing, visual, we're going to expect visual runway 8. Let's go over here and have a quick look. So we do have the ILS already tied in, which isn't a big to-do.
Flight 235, you're at a contact 76 miles southwest of the Drake VOR, welcome.
Firefly 235, roger, thanks.
Clipper 1171 heavy, leave airspace to the south. Mazatlan Center is offline. You're ready to service terminated for exchange approved. G'day.
So we're going to be rambling in this way and then expecting a visual approach. Like, we still have to ramble in from the Lobo arrival, and that's going to get us down to either is it Comster or Paseo? I think it's Comster we're going for. So we'll go straight to Comster, and then we're going to expect a visual approach, which is going to be absolutely grand. Now, what altitude do we need to be down at Comster? Comster is going to be speed restriction 210 knots at 9,000 feet. And you might say 9,000 is quite high, but the elevation of Albuquerque Airport is around 5,500 feet.
Skyhawk 07 Quebec, this
there
is
it is,
clear
5,300.
Delta, request taxi to transient parking.
So,
Comster
is going to be
taxi Delta to transient parking. Have a good day.
Delta the transient for 07 Quebec.
So we'll double check we have that. Yeah, there's Comster, 210 or below.
Albuquerque Center, Delta 4865, level 285, 20, climbing flight level 370.
Delta 4865, say your position.
So the Gallup VOR, that's where we're going to be dropping. If we bring our map out here, we will be able to see our top of drop just before the Gallup VOR. And ATC will instruct us to descend. If they don't, we can always give them a little nudge to say, are we okay to descend? Right? So he's a center controller. He's looking at, VATSIM operates on a top-down solution. Unlike the real world, you'd always have ATC controllers on different levels. Ground, you know, tower, approach. You get the idea, right? However, on VATSIM,
you're about
if they don't have all those controllers active, well, the highest position controls beneath them. So let's say you were certified as a tower controller. Well, that means you look after your tower and you look after your ground and your clearances. So you're looking after those. If you're an approach controller, well, you could do approach, tower, ground, and clearance, right?
Frontier flight 295.
If you are only a ground controller, you cannot look after the tower. You can only go as high as what you're qualified to,
the Albuquerque altimeter,
but you can cover from your position downwards. So that's why we have this guy in Albuquerque Center. He's looking after all movements. He's a ton of aircraft in his sector, and he's going to be giving us landing clearances, probably taxi clearances, right? Let me see. Phoenix Tower is on, so that's helping him out, so he can horse people over to Phoenix Tower if they were landing into Phoenix.
American 1759 traffic here, 11 o'clock, 25 miles.
Will I be on tomorrow? I'll be on this time tomorrow night.
Level 370 for traffic site.
Albuquerque Tower, come on.
On TCAS for now, not in sight yet, 1759.
Fireflight 003 traffic, you're 12 to 1 o'clock, 24 miles westbound at American 737 level 380, report traffic inside.
Flight 003, negative on the traffic.
Look out the window, look at the radar. So there's 1,000 feet between them. It's not a big to do. There's no real factor to us. He should be on your TCAS. Like if he's only like he's close to you, like you should see him on TCAS.
American 46 Charlie Whiskey, contact forward center 135.17, get in.
They'll always keep minimum 1,000 feet separation, right?
American 1759 has the traffic in sight.
So he now sees
American
the Airbus,
1759,
and he's just letting ATC know, yeah, I can see him. So he's above him, right? He's at 380 versus 370. So that just gives ATC that extra bit of care, knowing he just knows that, okay, they can see each other. You know what I mean? Scott says showing on TCAS for ATC means nothing. You have to have it visually. Depends, Scott. Like if you're able to monitor the traffic, if like put it this way, if there's traffic in your area, you can't visibly see them, but you have ADSB. Well, I know he's there, so I'm going to move from there.
Fireflight 003 has the traffic.
Fireflight 003, thanks, break, United
But yes,
2194.
99 times out of 100, you have to visually, I can see the aircraft, right? ADSB and all these things, your TCAS, these are aids to assist you. ATC wants you to see him, so you can physically get out of his way. You know? But in a flight sim, you'll see them, right? If you can't visually see them.
2089 heavy contact forward center 135.
And the reason why I'm making this point, it depends on your LOD settings. It depends on the model matching, right? Sometimes if the model doesn't load,
American 768,
it just won't even render in the freaking plane. So from a flight simmer versus the real world, it does depend. You know what I mean? Because you may not see them.
Albuquerque Center, yeah.
Got your FAA Part 107 remote UAS. Super cool, nice. There are aids for the pilot, but if ATC is going to use it for separation at a later time, it's going to have an actual visual.
Runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Bit of weather coming up on the radar.
The Lobo 3 arrival for runway 08, altimeter 3015, Firefly 266.
Like I think when it comes to flight simming, there's always going to be, or you're going to need that just the extra little things to help you out. You know what I mean? I think it's easier to spot them in real life than in the sim too, 100%. Like the problem with, depending on your sim, you're not going to have the LOD capable of the model. Do you know what I mean? Or it could even render the aircraft as something that it isn't. Let's say, for example, it's supposed to be an A320. Now we can visually see him because I can see his contrails.
Albuquerque Center Squawk 1613.
So I can see that guy now. At night time, way easier because you can see the lights. But it's something to consider. Like what Scott is saying, 1,000,000% for real life stuff. In the sim, it doesn't always work that way.
235 and American 1759 mutual traffic, 11 o'clock, 10 miles northeastbound, a Fireflight 737 level 350. Southwestbound and American correction 737 level 380, report traffic inside.
Fireflight 235, we have the traffic.
Thank you.
So that's him there. And that's me now properly. Well, it's visual. I can see him, right? If I didn't see him and I said I have him or I don't have him, you know what I mean? That's deadly, look. Deadly.
That's 2-1. Firefly 32 Whiskey, descend via the Lobo 3, arrival runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
He only booting it. But you see how quickly now he'll disappear. The LOD of the aircraft, I lose him now in a moment, he'll just disappear.
United 2194, you're at a contact 600 miles southwest of the Phoenix Sphere, welcome.
You know what I mean? Now it's probably within 10 miles. It's a big issue here in the US because military helos don't have some traffic warnings. Oh really? I'm always loving learning just the differences around the world and the real world stuff. Like that's the important thing. When you look at the real world procedures and you say, right, can we replicate that within the sim? And then you say, well, we can, but there's a caveat, you know. Like, here's a question for you, Scott. Is there like a minima between aircraft that you would have to say to the pilots, hey, let's say I'm at, 350, he was at 370, there's 2,000 feet between us. We'll come kind of close, but not close enough. Like, is there a minimum in which you have to advise the pilot? You know what I mean? Is it written down somewhere, like? I'm about to drop me cup. Not me cup, me cap. So as a controller, like, you'd be saying, right, these lads are within this sort of distance, we need them talking to each other.
172, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival, runway 7 right, the Phoenix altimeter 3001.
We're okay for the minute. 123 knots of a tailwind, though. Man, look at the scenery out that window. Isn't it gorgeous? Jesus. Stunning. The forecast is fairly on the ball as well. We were expecting some cloudage, right? Right, looking ahead, I don't see much more traffic. In terms of altitude, we're approaching the Gallup VOR. We are about 170 miles away. We're fairly scooting along. Yeah. Flying Tonight is here. Good to see you. Look, it's Mr. Fancy Pants in his new helicopter. Who's in the helicopter?
Air Canada 970, leave my airspace to the south. Monterey Center is offline. You ready to service terminated for exchange brief. Good day.
I see a wild Clem, the A350 pilot, flying with us. He's taking the old Challenger out of Harry Reid. That's pretty cool. Scott says, yep. So the 7110.65, if you're going to have minimum separation, you need to point them out. If you're going to try to use visual separation, then they absolutely need to be pointed out. For those that are already separated, it's mainly to keep from startling aircraft. All right, okay. Makes sense. Thanks for that, Scott. Standard radar separation, generally 5 miles horizontally and 1,000 feet vertically. Up to 410, increasing to 2,000 feet above 410 and 10 miles above flight level 600. Wow. What's the upper limit of Class Alpha? There's a question for you now. So when does Class Alpha turn back into... Is it Class Golf?
Frontier Flight 295, expect the visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
3015?
Approach for Albuquerque, altimeter 3015, Frontier Flight 295.
That sounded like a Captain Butters. In the US, it is flight level. Yeah. It'll be another few years before we have aircraft getting above that, Hey, Locust is here. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great night, bud.
American 1759, leave my airspace to the west. LA Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Roger. Frequency change approved for American.
Albuquerque Tower is going to be 120.3.
United 320, leave my airspace to the north. Denver Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
120.3. And when we land into Albuquerque, where do we want to go? So we're expecting runway 8. We're coming in this side. We want to head down here. Look, the air freight apron. So when we land on 08, right? We're going to be... Realistically, it's going to be Echo 7 onto Echo, and then we want to come down onto Charlie. If we don't get Echo 7, we will get Echo 8. Worst case, we'll get Echo 9. If we make a complete nutter dog's dinner of it, it's going to be Echo 12. D-arm apron. I haven't seen that in a chart. Is that military only? You still separate folks above flight level 600? No way. Thank you, Locus. D-arm. Arm or D-arm? So is that military? It has to, of course it's military, but like... No, this is Albuquerque Airport. So we have an idea. Now we could go up to the military area.
Clipper 1171.
Can't think of many civilian well, you know.
Clipper 1171, Albuquerque.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm still with you. I just didn't know how far I was going to stay with you.
Yeah, we terminated you about 100 miles ago. Your radar services are terminated. Frequency change to advisory is approved.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that.
No worries. I thought you read it back, but I guess maybe you didn't.
Who cares? No tape. It's all right.
Firefly 702, request descent.
Man, you guys are getting in on the efficiency there, huh? Firefly 702, you're clear to descend via the Lobo. Correction, descend via the Lobo 3, arrival runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Descent via the Lobo 3, arrival Albuquerque, runway 08, altimeter 3015, so Firefly 702.
Okay, so what's the drop looking like?
Firefly 972, descend via the Lobo 3, arrival runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Descend the other Lobo 3, runway 08, and altimeter.
How long to landing? Less than an hour?
Frontier Flight 295, flight present heading, descend and maintain 8,000 vectors, final approach.
U2s and WB-57s, the good old days, the SR-72 or SR-71s as well.
Heading,
nice.
down to 8,000,
nice, man.
Frontier Flight 295.
Right, what's the views like? This is pretty.
Frontier Flight 295 at 8,000, maintain 210 knots.
210 at 8,000, Frontier Flight 295.
Oh, it's pretty. Except for that weird tile of satellite data. That's better.
Hey, Albuquerque Center, United. You got a minute for a question?
The SR-71 would turn in 2 states.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure I'm not going to cross into your airspace at all. United 682, no, it doesn't look like it. You're going to skirt my airspace just to the north. We basically go, the tip of our airspace on that corner starts about 20 miles to the southeast of Grand Canyon VOR.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to go back to advisory, sir. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.
The size of the crater. The poor old crater. Why? That's like something Ortho does.
United 2194, clear direct diesel. United 2194, you're clear direct diesel.
Diesel? Uh-oh. He's heading out to Houston, it looks like.
Frontier Flight 295, the Albuquerque Airport, you're 11 o'clock, 15 miles, report the field in sight.
Yeah, the field in sight, Frontier Flight 295.
Okay, information Delta.
I'm sorry, Frontier 295, you said you had the field in sight?
Yes, we have the field in sight, Frontier Flight 295.
Frontier Flight 295, thanks, maintain 180 knots or greater to a 5 mile final, you're cleared to visual
Murph, I've done something to remove the annoying transition effect in cinematic mode. Have I done something to remove the annoying transition effect? As in this kind of crack? I just have a button to go to the next one, if that makes sense. But also, good to see you, Captain Kenobi. Welcome in, buddy.
Hey, roll 003, descend via the Lobo 3, arrival runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Duffman, good evening. Hope you're well, roll tide. Malky, probably.
Arrival 55003, altimeter 3015.
Frontier Flight 295, contact Albuquerque.
Okay, we're approaching Gallup.
120.3.
We're going to be dropping now shortly.
Over to Tower 120.3 today from Frontier Flight 295.
It's going to be 9 or 1,000.
Frontier Flight 266, expect a visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Expect a visual for runway 8 on altimeter 3015, Firefly 266.
United 2194, you're ready to contact lost altitude.
You use key bindings, works great. Yeah. Okay, we're About 80 miles from our top of drop. So we'll get our instruction to descend via the arrival. And that's already keyed in. The Lobo 2 arrival. So we'll see what that one does. What else do we have now? We have Albuquerque ATIS, Albuquerque Tower, and Center. So yeah, we're okay. Fort Worth is up. Hey Scott, are you controlling tonight? L11, cheers buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Twitch's audio was unintelligible today, no matter what I did, so I'm here once again on the tube.
Firefly 702, same Mach number.
Good to see you, bud.
0.69, Firefly 702.
Firefly 702, maintain Mach 7.3 or greater in the transition, 270 knots or greater.
Maintain in transition 270 knots or greater for Firefly 702.
Firefly 972, reduce speed, Mach 7.3 or less.
7.3 or less, Firefly 972.
003.
Firefly 003, maintain Mach 7.8, correction, Mach 7.4 or less.
Maintaining Mach 7.4.
I have a button also to change to next view, but there's like a transition effect. Interesting. As in, when I do this view, there's no transition, like it's straight in, yeah? I don't think there's a setting for that.
Firefly 266, fly present heading, descend and maintain 8,000, vectors final approach.
Menu, preferences, camera actions, no. Camera movements, no.
Maintain 8,000, fly present heading, Firefly 266.
Toggle cinematics mode.
And Firefly 972, in the transition, maintain 270 knots or less.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
270.
Bedrock, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well.
Firefly 003, sending you in the transition, maintain 280 knots or less.
280 knots in the transition, Firefly 003.
There's a bit of space between me and the lads right now. We might get a bit of a slowdown, but he's just spacing them in for arrivals, but the spacing's good here. Very good. So it looks like Captain Butters is down.
Firefly 266, reaching 8,000, reduce speed to 210.
Reaching 8,000, slow down to 210 knots, Firefly 266.
Interesting.
Firefly 32 Whiskey, you can expect the visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Expect the visual
Bit of cloudage.
runway 8, altimeter 3015 for Firefly 32 Whiskey.
American 407 Heavy, leave my airspace to the east.
You have yours on
Houston
keypad
Center
7.
offline.
Nice.
Your radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Alright, top of drop is coming up in 40 miles.
American 2727, yep.
So far, so good.
American 2727 here, Albuquerque Center.
So we're planning, we'll go ahead and set up our auto brake now.
American 2727 Albuquerque Center, squawk 5550.
We're looking good up here. Lights don't need to worry about for a while. VATSIM, Adam Pro, yes indeed.
Charlie Lima, flight level 370.
Yes indeed.
November 650 Charlie Lima, Albuquerque Center, hello. You're cleared direct Gallup, Golf Uniform Papa.
Direct Gallup, November 650 Charlie Lima.
60 Charlie Lima. Come on, Clem! Great to see you flying,
American
buddy.
2727, your radar contact, descend via the Hyder 1 arrival, runway 8, the Phoenix altimeter 3001.
Here's this cloud coming in. It's gas. Like, when you do your forecasting and you see it, man.
Correction, Firefly 266, the Albuquerque Airport, you're 11 o'clock, 15 miles, report field in sight.
Field in sight, Firefly.
I'm heading to Albuquerque.
Firefly 266, roger, maintain 180 knots or greater to 5 mile final, runway 8, you're cleared to visual approach.
Maintain 180 until 5 and cleared visual approach runway 8, Firefly 266.
Sweet. Alright. This is, so far it's been a nice flight. We're just chugging along nicely. We're good with fuel. Everything. We haven't broken anything. right? Don't forget to set your landing altitude, lads. Just shy of 5-4.
American 1584, coming at flight level 350.
American 1584, Albuquerque Center. Hello, you're clear direct Turkey, Tango Uniform Romeo Kilo India.
Alright, clear direct Turkey.
Like, it should have been a 2-hour flight. It's an hour and a bit. That wind, man, that tailwind. 116.
Firefly 266, contact Albuquerque Tower 120.3. Good day.
Over to Tower 120.3. Thank you very much for today. Firefly 266.
Nice. Okay, so the missed approach here, just in case I make a hames of it. Standard missed approach was head out to the VARRY and swing back in again. But because we have a tower, they're going to tell us, then we'll jump back onto center and they'll probably vector us in again. Alright? So that's the missed approach. We're approaching Gallup right now. And then we're on the Lobo 3 arrival. That's where we want to start ascending and heading on down. Once we get down in towards Albuquerque, we're planning runway 08. We're planning to vacate Echo. We might get Echo 7 or 8, right? We should do.
Firefly 972, resume the published speeds at Western.
Then we'll head down to Echo, and then it's going to be Charlie, and then Foxtrot. That's where we want to end up.
Firefly 702, resume the published speeds at Music. Mike Uniform Sierra Charlie Charlie.
Resume public speed on Musin, Firefly 702.
Alright.
Firefly 003, resume the published speeds at Western.
Resume public speed at Western, Firefly 003.
So the Star also has published speed restrictions. So ATC might change them depending on spacing. So he's spaced everyone out now, and now he's just saying, right, go back to the published speeds, and then everyone will kind of resync with each other as they arrive in.
Remember, 480 Victor Romeo, leaving airspace to the east. Houston Center's offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
So the spacing here is good. He slowed them, and then they can speed up then after this. So there's Rambog inbound. He's onto tower now. And then we have 32 Whiskey, 702, 972, 003. There's me. And we've Clem coming in hot and fast behind us. 370, 552 over the ground. Clem is booting it. Great to see him. He took off out of Vegas. Nice.
American 2727, expect a visual approach for runway 8, the Phoenix altimeter 3001.
Copy, sir. Runway 8, 3001, American 2727.
One thing I used to tell pilots was that they can always expect speed reductions when coming into the metro areas. Because of that, a lot don't take that into account. And when we slow them down, they say they can't make the restrictions because they hold it up high. One reason I often force them down. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Look, in the rare case, it might depend on the aircraft where they would say to the controller, listen, I'm genuinely unable.
32 Whiskey, flight present heading, descend and maintain 8,000, at 8,000, reduce speed to 210.
Present heading down to 8,000 and final part again, please.
And Firefly 32 Whiskey at 8,000, reduce speed to 210.
Welcome in, bud.
At 8,000, speed down to 0 for 32 Whiskey, thank you.
We're going to ask Nicey for our descent, or descend. He didn't say go yet, Murphy. And Firefly 235, request descend.
Firefly 235, descend via the Lobo 3 arrival, runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Descend via the Star, Albuquerque altimeter 3015, expecting runway 8 for Firefly 235, thanks. Alright, get down the hill now, Murph. VNAV back on, drop us down, we're going to aim for 9 or 1,000. It set it up in the aircraft, so it started to dip just before we got, hey, what are you doing? So that's why I gave him a quick shout. So, easy now. We want to get down the hill. Watch your speed as we're doing this. And we have 3015 dialed in when we need it. Go ahead and set that now. 3015 is the local altimeter. Titans of Roads, good to see you. question for you. What do you think about FS HUD? Is it good? Is that for ATC Titans? Like, my advice for anyone who wants to kind of, you know, break the ice into ATC, check out Say Intentions. There's a free 24-hour trial. It's very good. The computer looks at flying the arrival under perfect conditions. That doesn't exist when busy. Yeah. Great point. And that's the thing. Like, you could sit here and plan your flight and expect this is what should happen.
Firefly 32 Whiskey, the Albuquerque Airport. You're
As you fly more and more, you start learning very quickly.
Negative 9,
that plan will change as soon as you start flying, or it's liable to change. The plan is just like, well, this is what I want to do. In reality,
Firefly
that plan
702, heavy
will
expect
change.
visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Expect a visual approach for runway 08, altimeter at Albuquerque 30.15 km, Firefly 702.
I got some terrain here on the far side.
Firefly 32 Whiskey, thanks. Cleared the visual approach runway 8, maintain 180 knots or greater, do a 5-mile final.
We are descending.
180 to 5-mile final and clear to the visual 8, 32 Whiskey.
It should be handling this fairly well. Bucky is going to be between around 261. Just keep an eye on our speeds here. We're a little bit fast.
Southwest 172, delete the speeds on the arrival.
ATC folk, the unsung heroes, I agree. Bovie 7 is named after
Southwest
controller.
172, sounds like your mic's muted. I see you transmitting, but I'm not receiving any audio.
Voicey, good to see you.
You are correct.
You can't spell Albuquerque. That's
Southwest
quite okay.
172, delete the speeds on the arrival.
Delete speeds on arrival.
Firefly 32 Whiskey, connect Albuquerque Tower now 120.3.
And the aircraft carriers to take off and land on in the sim. Not by default. There's add-ons you can get. Okay, Bucky wants us down 262. I think we're okay on our glide, right? Or on our descent path. iTune, Comster. $8,7263 at Giselle. 9,000 at Comster is enough, then we'll drop it a further 1,000, but until then we'll keep descending. Are the carriers available for console? Yeah, I think so. The controllers do some sterling work. Yeah, they really do. They really do. And like, I've yet to come across someone that I had a bad experience with in all of our Thursday night flights. I have to say, every controller I've spoken to have been very, very nice to deal with, helpful, patient, right? And we've covered some serious territory. Like, I mean, we've been doing this USA series, Jesus, is it a year? Nearly a year. Like, and every controller I've spoken to, I couldn't fault them at all. Nothing bad to say about anyone. In actual fact, quite the opposite. They've all been brilliant. There was that one Canadian controller. He made us kind of sweat a bit, you know. But even at that,
650 Charlie Lima Alpha, Albuquerque Center Grid.
I didn't think he was too bad.
November 650 Charlie Lima, we would like to do the visual to runway 08, but then a break off for runway 12 if possible.
That sounds like Adam.
November 650 Charlie Lima. I may be closed by the time that happens. I'm closing up here in the next 10 minutes, but if someone takes over, I'll relay the request.
Perfect, thanks.
Ooh.
Firefly 702, fly present heading, descend and maintain 8,000.
Fly present heading and descend and maintain 8,000, Firefly 702.
Firefly 702, reaching 8,000, reduce speed to 210.
At 8,000 feet, at 8,000 feet, speed 210 for Firefly 702.
Firefly 972, expect the visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Expect the visual runway 8, altimeter 3015 for Firefly 972.
Ooh, doing a little thinking. Decided that Star Trek is nothing more than a series of creative space adventures. Thank you, Filthy, for expressing your contribution to tonight's stream. Jesus.
American 2727, descend and maintain 5,000.
Mr. TPHI, not at all. We couldn't do that.
Maintain 5,000.
Intentional aircraft Albuquerque Center closing 5 minutes.
5 minutes. His dinner's ready and he's saying, shag this. Driver 738 says, never yet had a bad VATSIM controller. Yeah. You haven't talked to Scott yet. Old veteran comes on the radio, you know. Dallas Tower, I'm about to ruin your day. What? I just wanted the 80s. Brilliant.
Firefly 003, can expect a visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Now, I don't know, is Albuquerque Tower staying on? He probably is.
105, and what is the reference direction?
Firefly 003, you can expect a visual approach for runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
But the 3015, no, expecting the visual approach, Firefly 003.
Alright, altitude's good.
Firefly 972, descend to maintain 8,000, fly present heading vectors, final approach.
Descend to maintain 8,000 and fly present heading, Firefly 972.
American 2727, Sky Harbor, you're 12 o'clock.
Mark, what happens now if he's leaving in 5 minutes? No. So when he leaves, we'll jump over to Unicom.
I'm sorry, you said you have.
As we get a little bit closer, Tower's still up, so then we'll talk to Tower. Like, he can drop now, and we'll fly in Unicom until we get into range with the Tower. Then we'll give the Tower a shout and tell them that, you know, we're on a visual 08. You know, Merv, can you please point at the camera while saying something factual? That's right. Voice, why are you asking me to do?
702 Albuquerque Airport, 11 o'clock.
Why are you asking me to do that? Are you going to like take me out of context now? Danger. Could say intentions take over? Yeah, no, they could.
Firefly 702, maintain 180 knots regard to
they absolutely could.
Runway 8, clear
but for the sake of 3 minutes, there's no point.
If
Tower was offline and there was no more ATC, say intentions absolutely would take over. They'd probably vector us in.
Firefly 702, maintain 180 knots or greater, do a 5-mile final, clears the visual approach runway 8.
180 until 5 and cleared for a visual approach for runway 08.
Aviation driver, can you see it, buddy?
Firefly 972, reaching 8,000, reduced speed to 210.
Reaching 8,000, reduced speed to 210, Firefly 972.
Jesus, it disconnected me. It disconnected me. What's going on? There we go. Jeez.
American 2727, Sky Harbor, 12 o'clock, 14 miles, report the field in sight.
I have the airfield inside, break up, please listen.
American 2727, thanks. Maintain 180 knots or greater, do a 5-mile final, you're cleared the visual approach.
Easy now, Jemima. Sim update 5 beta starting tomorrow. Nice.
Maintain 180 or greater, so 5-mile final, break up, please listen.
Okay. Let us see. 200 and 260, we're doing alright. We're probably a little bit ahead.
American 2727, contact Phoenix Tower 120.9er.
Lobo between 244.
Firefly 972, the Albuquerque Airport, you're 11 o'clock, 15 miles, report the field in sight.
We have the field in sight.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to change log.
Firefly 972, you can reduce speed now to 170, you're cleared the visual approach runway 8.
Reduce speed to 170 and clear for visual runway 8, Firefly 972.
Bum. Would be interesting to stream to see how smooth. Yeah, I will do one soon, Big Al. 100% I'll do one. I've tested it a few times and it does work. It didn't give me the correct runway for landing that I had filed, and based on the weather,
702, contact Albuquerque Tower now,
based on the weather and what flight radar was doing, it gave me a different runway. But that can happen in the real world as well. So but it worked. It worked well. All right, speed looking good.
172, expect visual approach runway 7 right, the Phoenix altimeter 3001.
Yeah, Air Force Proud did it. Yeah. All right, come down on 18,000. Speed 250 at 180 at Jocklow. So far, so good.
Frontier Flight 1052, connect Fort Worth Center now 135.17, good day.
I hope this poor divot isn't waiting for me. You know, if his dinner's going cold, go grab your dinner. Do you know, we can jump on tower here in a moment. Cargo flights, is it career or what's the point purpose?
Flight 003, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 7,500.
It's just fun, James. Like, you can do career mode stuff.
210 and 7,500, 003.
You can do a lot of stuff, man. We can go career mode, you can just do flights to explore. I mean, I learned a lot on these
American
flights.
1342, Albuquerque Center, your radar contact, climb maintain flight level 200.
There's a lot of training. I mean, you're always learning with these kind of flights, you know what I mean? Alright, Lobo, 15,000. That's looking okay. Jocklow, between 14 and 180.
Flight 235, expect the visual approach runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Expecting visual approach 08, 3015 for Firefly 235. Alright. 3015 is dialed in, we're below 18,000. And we just kind of sail her in. Maybe he's a real world controller, he's off to work after this. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't know. There's a good few VATSIM controllers who are either current or retired real world controllers. And like the network,
calling Albuquerque, say the call sign in the request.
The standards on VATSIM, it's incredible. It's incredible. Bloody Slack prefers freighters because I reckon the world's freighter and cargo sound cooler than packs. No man, I prefer the freighters as well.
208 Alpha Zulu, Roger, departure will be with me, squawk 3014.
Alright, dropping down.
Firefly 972, request handoff to Dallas.
Firefly 972, guy tower 120.3, good day.
120.3, no change.
Firefly 003, the Albuquerque Airport, 11 o'clock, 15 miles, port field and south.
Field inside, Firefly 003.
Firefly 003, maintain 180 knots to a 5-mile final. Record the visual approach, runway 8.
Sweet.
Clear the visual approach to runway 8, Firefly 003.
We're just cruising on down. The camera's having a moment. There she be.
Number 208 Alpha Zulu, I'm not sure if you read that back or not. Departures with me, squawk 3014, advise ready for taxi.
14,000.
November 650 Charlie Lima, request with them.
Number 650 Charlie Lima, descend via the Lobo 3, arrival runway 8, the Albuquerque altimeter 3015.
Several the Lobo 3, runway 8,
fire out the lights.
3015, November 650 Charlie Lima.
Southwest 172, I'm closed, your radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
There are a few, but not many who are still working. Most of them,
Firefly 003, connect Albuquerque Tower now 120.3.
No desire to do it on a computer, they'd rather do something else. Yeah.
Over to tower 120.3, bye-bye.
Number 650 Charlie Lima, I'm closed, your radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, November 650 Charlie Lima, thanks, mate.
American 1584, I'm closed, your radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Radio service terminating, over to the dark side, see ya.
See ya. American 1342, I'm closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day. Firefly 235, I'm closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change over to advisory for Firefly 235. Thanks for the help, mate. Take care.
See ya. National aircraft time now 214, Zulu, Albuquerque, Center now terminates air traffic.
Again, Firefly 003.
We'll ramble on in. We'll continue our approach, then we'll give the tower a shout once we get a little bit closer. So far, so good. People have to remember that most of these folks are still working 6 days a week. Yeah. 100%. I think, the reality, cargo pilots, I mean, in reality, there's no difference between cargo pilots and commercial pilots. Actually, the company will direct you to wherever it wants to see you. Aviation driver says, it depends on the company you go working for. It can be said with the cargo operators, they tend to fly the red-eye routes more often. Late night, early morning kind of stuff. That's just how freight works, right? Factories manufacture during the day, logistics companies transport it in the afternoon, and aircraft haul it at night, right? Right, heading now to 9,000 at music. We'll give him a shout. I can't actually see his range ring. So we'll give him a shout at Donald, I suppose. That would be the safest, wouldn't it? So Donald wants us down at 11,000 and we keep on rambling in. We're looking for a visual approach. The airport is directly ahead of us, but it's miles ahead of us. Possibly. It hasn't rendered in yet, though. So we'll see. Amazon does a lot of daytime flying. UPS, FedEx also have a lot of day flights now. Oh, really? Okay. Nice. I suppose it makes sense. Like, if they're leaving the US at night time, they're getting in here during the day. You know? Well, usually the next morning. Considering the names of the preceding waypoints, would it be download? Yeah, it would be. Jocklo, iTunes, music, download. What did I say? Donald? Yeah, download sounds better. Good man, Malky. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. I just didn't say it out loud. Jesus. Flying Trits is here. Good to see you. The biggest advantage of being a cargo pilot is definitely that they don't have to deal with passengers, right? Barefeet is here. Good evening. Scott says the small outstations, they're bringing stuff to the big airports with the caravans and such. They're the nighttime folks. Yes, yes, yes. Hello there. Hello there. Sean Game, good evening. Alright, coming in 10,000 feet. Watch the speed. Alrighty then. V-speed down the hill.
003, welcome to Albuquerque, vacate left, taxi to the terminal via Alpha.
Speed down.
55003, vacated the runway at Alpha 7 and will be heading to terminal via Alpha. 55003, please again. 55003 will be vacating left of Alpha 7. 55003, Alpha 7 looks occupied. That's what the traffic. Taxi to the terminal via Alpha.
Notch flaps.
Taxi via the terminal via Alpha 5503. 003.
Bit of break. Albuquerque Tower, Firefly 235, inbound runway 8 for visual. We have information Delta.
Firefly 235, Albuquerque Tower, good afternoon. Report on final.
Report on final for Firefly 235, thanks. Alright, keep her going. Speed looking good. 8,000. 7.2 is our next drop. You're not liking that. In you go. Dee. Alright, give us a turn here now, Betsy. Alright, drop the speed. Second notch of flaps. And Firefly 235, 10 mile final, runway 8.
Flight 225, wonderful number 1, winds 210 at 6, runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, number 1, runway 8, Firefly 235, thanks. Right. We can go and cancel. I have control. Auto throttle off. Watch your speed. Flaps currently 5. Let's go 10 on the gear. There's our gear. Better set a VRF, we're alright. I should have done that earlier, but we're alright. Auto throttle off, please. Oh, hang on, why is that happening? Jesus! There we go. Right, Murphy, slow this one down. Easy now, Betsy. The joys of having 2 buttons bound to one thing. You'll be alright. We're alright, we're alright. Little squally. 1,000 above. Speed brakes armed. Easing out. Any landing you can walk away from. Now you said it. Flaps 40. Full flaps. Little high. We'll fix this. There's our Pappy. The Pappy. Not yet happy. 1,000 to go. Speed is good. Flaps are full. We're on the glide slope. 08 verified. Scenery loading in. What's your speed?
500.
500. Easy does it. What's your power? Sailor in.
100.
Can I get a refund?
Check off to no refunds. Easy.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hold. Touchdown.
Dreamy, sleepy, nutty,
133.
snoozy, snooze.
We'll take it. Reversers. Easy now, Jemima. 80 knots, decel. Manual braking. Reverser stowed. Spoilers in. Flaps in. Auto brake off. Vacate Echo 7.
Flight 235, welcome, vacate to the left, taxi to the terminal via Alpha.
Vacate to the left, which is going to be on Alpha 7 for Firefly 235. Jesus!
235, bad news, stand Alpha 7 is occupied. We have, let's see, Alpha 1 all the way through Alpha 12 occupied.
That's quite okay. Sorry, we're just saying we vacated onto Alpha 7. Request maybe apron Echo straight ahead. They might say no, that's for the military.
Sounds good to me. Firefly 235, straight ahead to Echo.
Straight ahead to Echo, Firefly 235, thanks. We're bringing the Irish military supplies of Tato and cans of Club Orange. Yes. APU. We're a super top secret mission, you know. Flaps coming in. APU coming on. There is Guinness, but like, you know, we're not going to tell them that. We can't declare we have Guinness. They'd go friggin' nuts. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, supplies of boot polish. 100%. Why isn't this firing up? There she goes. Right, we need to park in here somewhere. On the apron, lads. On the apron. Easy now. Good work. You made it look hard. Brilliant. Do you have any Murphys, Murph? I don't actually know. Gibble got me some Murphy's the last time, and I drank the bejesus out of it. It was lovely. Hey, Dazza, good to see you, bud. Yeah, we got choppers up here. Pretty cool, right? We'll just get over here to the ramp where they can start unloading the aircraft. And it'll be absolutely fine. All right. Strange for parking, but you're listen. We'll go with it. I use a Virpil joystick. It's a HOTAS system. Easy now, Jemima. Easy now. I'll do it. That is the military ramp. It is, Dougal. It's totally fine. We rang ahead that said, no bother, Murphy. Right, let's have a look. We will go bleeds. We will go gens. And we will go engines. Nice, nice. GSX will hardly be able to get us over here, will it? No. I wish there'd be a way, like, it could just unload you where you are, as in, you know what I mean? Set the chocks. And request ground power. All our ground vehicles, request the whole shebang. We got Clem on final.
Albuquerque Tower, the November 650 Charlie Lima, visual runway 08, break off for runway 12.
November 650 Charlie Lima, Albuquerque Tower, welcome back. Your number 1 for runway 12. 12 clear to land, winds 190 at 9.
Runway 12 clear to land, November 650 Charlie Lima, thanks.
There's the lads. Brilliant. Nicely done, lads. And we've aircraft inbound. Somewhere. Just the weather actually was okay here, wasn't it? That was a great flight. Absolutely brilliant crack. Right, now what are we doing? Back to our machine. Electrical systems, engines are off, APU is running, ground power grab. And APU off. Bleeds, away with you. And probes off. Window heat's off. And the rest can cool down and stay where it is. Why didn't they appear? Request all, please. There they come. Alright. Also touchdown slightly after. Nice, Stu. Good stuff. Right, let me see. We'll disconnect. And we'll chat to the lads on the old Discord, see how they get on.
Yeah, we'll disconnect.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Good evening.
Hello.
Evening.
Hello.
Hello, easy, yeah.
Evening.
That was a lovely flight.
Yeah, it was cool.
Certainly was.
It really was. And we got ATC the way in, which is great.
Gotta love that tower controller coming in. What a great guy.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know what? We actually had a lot of coverage. I missed coverage for takeoff. I think you guys got that. But yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. Aircraft.
He logged off just before I got to the runway.
Oh, he knew what was going to happen, Dougal. You know, he kind of said, "Listen, you know." So we were missing Naughty Gnome tonight, but we're starting off next week now with a brand new series. We're going to be departing out of Dublin Airport next week, heading to Brussels. Ooh. And then after that, it's Hanover into Heathrow. Where's that? Kempa Gouda into Villana. Couldn't tell you. Then Calgary into Vancouver. Salt Lake over to Portland. LaGuardia to O'Hare. Yeah, we got some mad flights on this stuff. Do you know? So
So the one on the 28th there, that's the first special. So that's a Saturday.
That's a Saturday
I'm
flight.
Going into the Maldives.
Ooh. It's a 2-hour 10. Yeah, the block times are all similar. So yeah, that's going to be nice. Where is this one now? 2 hours 40, Frankfurt. I'm going to miss some at the very end. So I'll miss Barcelona, I'll miss Brindisi, and I'll miss Toronto. I'll probably miss friggin' Mexico as well. I will get Frankfurt. But yeah, it'll be. There's a lot of awesome flights now coming up, and there is some weekend flights to do as well. So if anyone's like, wondering, can you join in on these? Absolutely, they're loads of fun. And it was great to see so many people flying tonight, and even Clem joined us late in the hour out of Vegas, which was awesome.
Clem and Adam, they're flying shared cockpit.
Oh no way, are they? Brilliant. Yeah, the L shared cockpit with the Hot Star Challenger, it's brilliant. It's very, very good. So yeah, well, they all had fun. I parked, lads, somewhere I shouldn't have, but sure, listen, I wanted to go right, and then I had to go left. Hello, Clem. Good evening.
Murph, when
good evening.
When you're flying cargo, tell them when you're on final that you are cargo, and they will send you the right direction.
Yeah. This is like the third time I haven't done this, and like every time I'm like, I didn't want to go here.
Yeah. Because every time when we fly, most of us are going to the passenger gate, so the controllers are just gonna assume you're a passenger as well. So just tell them on final that I'm parking cargo, and they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
Well, to be fair, when Murph's flying, he usually is a passenger.
Very true, Scott. Yeah. I'm not in control at all. I just copy what other people do. And make it look all right. It'd be grand. But yeah, Gelato, you
notice how we almost all managed to get out before you.
Yeah, this is becoming a recurring theme. Are you trying to say I'm slow or something?
We learn slowly from past experience.
It's like, right, Murphy's going to be starting at 8 o'clock. Right, lads, make sure you spawn in at 7:30. It's brilliant. Which I don't really mind, because it's not too bad for me. At least then I can kind of half expect what's happening up the road. So it bodes well for me, But yeah, I mean, that tailwind tonight, that knocked an hour off the flight. Nearly an hour.
Yeah. What was it, 114 knots, I think, at one point?
122, I think I had.
Wow.
Yeah. 540 over the ground. It's just brilliant. Yeah, divil if we were flying the other way. But no, lads, I have to say the US series has been so much fun over the last number of months, and Naughty, who's not here tonight, a lot of planning has gone into this. So next week we're doing this new series, and it's pretty cool because they're constantly rotating and revolving. So it's going to see the first flight out of Dublin, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that one already. Don't know what to fly yet. I'm really enjoying flying this 737-8. Like, I'm just loving flying this thing. And it's like everything, once you kind of get into the groove of the aircraft, you get comfortable with it, it doesn't really trip you up. And if it does, you kind of spot it.
I haven't found the love for it yet. You know me, I'm an Airbus guy. But, I got the NG, the 800 NG, and I really, really want to be able to fly it well. I don't just want to be able to fly it, I want to be able to fly it well, but it just doesn't kind of light a fire on me. I'm hoping that the 600 will.
Yeah. 600, again, it's like you love the 319 as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think hardware-wise, I'm set up hardware-wise for Boeing. So I'm going to be changing up this setup soon, and we'll go Airbus. So I'll probably jump back into Airbus now for a while.
Oh, by the way, 737-600 just released for 24.
Yeah, it just came out, yeah.
Nice.
So, and that was a great plane. Like, it flew really well. There was just something about it. It's like the 900 as well. The 900 flies very, very well. They all have their own little kind of... It's weird to explain, but they feel a little bit different,
I love the look of an airliner that's got a bigger wingspan than its fuselage length. I don't know why. I just think it looks great.
Well, you definitely find that with the 737-6 defo and the 318. Is there a 318 out?
Not a good one, no. There was a freeware one, I think, wasn't there?
Yeah. The 600 has a bigger stabilizer than its sisters too. Ooh. Yeah, that and VF4 has one. Yeah. No, I think, look, I've really been, like, I want to take the Max out for a spin as well, because that's a great machine. But yeah, we'll continue on with Boeing, but then I definitely will jump into Airbus and then really start messing, because I want to fly the MD-11, and there's an absolute barrel load of stuff on X-Plane I want to fly. There's loads of aircraft I want to fly in X-Plane. Like with Clem and Adam there tonight in the Challenger. I mean, that must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think you're going to see a lot of me and Adam in the Challenger from now on.
It's great to see, though.
The thing is, there was an event in Europe, Bordeaux to Geneva, so we flew that, and then we were like, maybe we'll have time to join the group flight, and indeed we did. So we just spawned in late at LAX, and then no, not LAX, sorry, Las Vegas.
Yeah,
and flew up.
That's awesome, and the Challenger flies just so well, you know.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah,
and it was pilot flying.
I was pilot flying.
Nice.
I did the monitoring on the Geneva leg. No, actually, we did 3 multi-crew flights today.
Cool.
Actually,
yeah.
Nice. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's very good.
It's incredible. The airplane itself is like well worth its money to fly it on your own, but multi-crew integrated built into the plane works amazing, and we were talking with Adam, and like, we don't want to fly solo again. Like, it's just so good to fly with somebody.
And especially if you can get into that groove, you know, whereby pilot flying, pilot not flying, and then being able to swap it out. I did a flight with ailerons and that, and you know, the first half an hour we were just breaking our ass laughing at like the Minecraft style pilots, you know.
Yeah.
But like, so much so though, I mean, you can actually see where that person is looking, as in, I'm looking at the top panel, they're looking after this. So you can have someone prepping one system and someone working on another system. It's fantastic. Like, literally, you can have the pilot out walking around doing the walk around checks as the other guy is in doing the nav data. It's class.
Yeah,
man.
no, it's incredible.
Yeah,
it's just on a whole nother level.
Yeah,
nothing gets close to it.
Yeah. I'll need to jump into that at some stage. Find myself a trusty co-pilot. Get in there now, you know. But isn't it cool though? And I love that. You know, about these flights that we're doing, because it's on VATSIM, there's no limitation to the platform, right? I mean, you can be on 2020, 24, X-Plane, P3D, doesn't matter. You can be on it with VATSIM. So it does kind of make these flights very approachable, depending on what aircraft you want to fly, right? So, yeah, I love it.
I'll tell you what else, Murph. My flights seem to be much more stable. The Sim 2024 seems much more stable on the VATSIM server than it is on the multiplayers. I mean, that, like, you know, last night I flew with Alison, and on short final of those 2 legs, I got a CTD.
Oh, no way.
And I'm convinced it's multiplayer.
Yeah, like it is. There's without a doubt. I have issues with multiplayer as well. Like, there's a reason why I haven't gone airliner stuff with multiplayer at the moment, because it's just too much that can go wrong.
And yet, look at Sid Squadron, some of his group flights.
Yeah, some of them are working out fine, and they're all in airliners. So, I don't know, man.
Right.
I don't know. Look, it could depend on the time of day as well. You know, Tony's on during the day. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Like, there's a lot more kind of multiplayer traffic as the day goes on, because you're now picking up the US and Europe, maybe. You know what I mean? And when you look at kind of where the heat spots are of active pilots, well, US, Europe, and then kind of Oceania. But, no, you're right. I think on VATSIM it's been like, I get the odd disconnect from VATSIM every now and again. No idea why, but I think that's just VPilot doing
That's VPilot. It has been a bit odd the last month.
Yeah. And there's you know, there's things coming down the road from VATSIM as well. And like, anyone who's interested in getting into it, you know, I mean, we've done courses. The Wings over New England is brilliant. That's excellent from Boston Virtual. And that's a full, that'll build you all the way up. It's incredible. Plus, jump in with the lads here. Like, you will learn so much. You will learn so much from the lads here, you know. Sim Pilot, good to see you. So, are we all flying similar aircraft next week out of Dublin?
Probably.
Over to Brussels. Yeah, that could be a fun flight. I don't know what I'll fly. Probably the 7-3, only because I'm enjoying it, right? But, as I said... Challenger, yeah. I need to spend time in the Challenger to reacquaint myself with it. Last time I flew it on stream, I think Toto came in, he's like, "You're doing it wrong." I was, yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but it is gorgeous. Like it is so good. It's a great airplane.
Like, honestly, I've swapped back to. I was debating swapping back. Like, I don't know if you remember. We talked about this during the meetup. I was debating flying back, getting back onto X-Plane, and I bought it a few weeks ago. Loaded up. The game was not. Well, it wasn't smooth at all. A few updates came out. The game is now buttery smooth. I bought this 650. I was like, okay, this is incredible.
Yeah.
I just bought the Fearless 7472 freighter yesterday. Flew that for the first time today.
That's
also
awesome.
incredible plane.
Yeah.
And just the multi-crew today with Adam was just spot on.
The experiences it opens it up to is just it's very different for flight simming. We're not accustomed to it. And I think once Microsoft managed to get shared cockpit into this, that will be it's one of those defining moments in flight sim, because it's so different. And we can kind of do things with your controls, kind of, but the likes of like the Challenger has nailed it. Plus, a lot of the towless aircraft do it as well. And there's a Discord community that there's a program that actually does shared flight, right? And it's very, very good. But I think the main thing is whatever aircraft you're most happy flying in, that's what makes it quite accessible with VATSIM. And it's some of these flights will do. You have to throw in something interesting just for the crack. I mean, you can stay flying the same aircraft, of course you can, but you want to throw in a bit of a bit of a change every now and again, just to keep you on your toes and see how other aircraft are going. Like I just picked up the Torque Sim Citation the other day. I'm learning how to figure that one out, and that's an excellent aircraft. It's up there in terms of the quality of the Challenger, just not as deep. Similar-ish kind of aircraft, a little bit smaller and a hell of a lot slower. But the Challenger, it's still, to me, it still is the most, in-depth simulation of any aircraft on any simulator. That's on.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, yeah.
It's incredible. And the fact the multi-crew is built in by the developer is just incredible.
Yeah.
You can hear the other guy clicking buttons, flipping switches. It's just incredible.
And where it gets mad from there, Clem, depending on your hardware, but you have flightsim.com, you have Moza, they have force feedback yokes. They can all talk to each other over a network as well. So you'd literally have dual controls, which works. You could be turning left and your buddy's turning left, you're sitting at home, and next thing your controls start turning. It's nuts to know how close they can make it. But great to see, lads. And it's any sim, doesn't matter what it is, you bring your favorite aircraft and the one you're most comfortable with. I mean, that's what it is. And if there's two people flying the Challenger, that's a great way to tame that beast, because it is a beast of a plane. Once you kind of figured it out and you learn it, you just start enjoying it even more. You're kind of blown away by this is everything. Like it's so deep, but it's a lot of fun. So next week it's going to be Dublin to Brussels, a shorter flight than tonight, but we'll see what way the weather is going. But lads, for everyone here on our Discord, thank you very much indeed for flying along with us tonight. Always a pleasure, and well done. No one had an issue tonight. No go arounds, no CT. Well, one CTD with David, but apart from that, I think we're good.
Yeah, thanks. It was really nice.
Sweet. Right, lads, we'll catch you later.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Bye, man.
Good luck. And shout out to Noddy Nom, of course, who isn't here tonight. He's out in the real world. But he'll be back to us next week as we continue to fly on. But lads, listen, I want to thank you all very much indeed for tuning in, keeping us company aboard this flight. It is the last of our US series, but we're not finished with the US at all. We're going to be doing other flights over this neck of the woods soon. Massive thanks to VAT USA, all the controllers who looked after us over the last number of months, right? It's been incredible. And we'll have a lot more to come. And to all our pilots as well. Tomorrow night we're back. We have a group flight over the Pyrenees, taking out the Cessna Corvallis, the 400 TT. Looking forward to that. Haven't flown that. We'll see how we go over the next couple of days with more flyage. So thank you all so very much indeed. We'll be on Discord until we're back live tomorrow night. But thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in, keeping us company. And until the next time, which will be tomorrow, 2000 Zulu time, you take care. Oh no, oh god, oh dear! It's like a friggin' Olympic somersault! What was that, Dwayne? Brilliant! Wait! No Pox M is in the SG 30-something thing! Oh no, Nighthawk! Microsoft, it's Murph. Someone clip this, if you can. Do you hear the sounds? I've been blaming aircraft developers. Asobo or Microsoft need to fix this. Do you hear the noise? Outside the plane? You need to fix that, lads. It's the time to turn. And we'll start advancing that mixture back in here now shortly. Come on, prop.
Sync rate.
You're alright.
Sync rate. Up. Sync rate.
Give us a bit of air on the nose there. Nearly. Nearly. Come on, Betsy, you can do it. We need the wind. Oh, bother. We need more speed. This isn't dangerous at all. 110, 120. Mixture in. The mixture's in. Come on. She doesn't want to play. She nearly got there. Hang on now. Easy. There she goes. Jesus. If it didn't kick off, lads, I would have died.